just mad about saffron. Saffron's mad about me.
Hey guys, so I really wanted to shoot a nice sunshiny video. You know, like the man said in All Apologies, in the sun, I feel this one in the sun, but working nights. So I got home and I have not done a lot of anything lately other than just showing up on time and doing my best to stay out of trouble and clocking in. However, I do have plans to read, and a good friend of mine, Kevin Wolf, he sent me his comic, actually a couple of different of his comics and some stickers he made, and I'm just briefly going to share the content of what he sent me and his info should you want to check out these really nice publications. But ultimately there will be a standalone video whenever someone is ever so kind as to send me something, especially something that they made, I would generally want to do a video that is just dedicated to that one thing that they sent, spotlighting that. But this is just going to be just some of the stuff I've been reading, and it's been nice. I thank everyone who watched that last Davis Comic Finds gift video. I had a lot of fun editing that. I did about like 2 weeks worth of editing in the course of about six nights. So it was kind of fun to try to produce one of those as quick as I could to kind of see if I could do it without cutting any corners, and kind of realizing I sort of don't know any more songs. those songs that have been in the videos are the ones I know. I don't know anymore. So I'm always like when I'm on the clock, you know, I always have like I cut backer boards into 4, preferably not these ones that are brown on the back, but I cut them into 4, and I carry around like little postcard sized backer board sections, and I always have a pen, and I'm always like, if I think something will be funny, or a certain song would be silly, or just something, I always like to write it down, because when you actually try to think of these things on the spot, you draw a blank every time. But okay, I will save the comics from a friend for last, and I'll sort of share what I have been reading. This American Elf, I've been reading for about 2 weeks now, and these are just really great. Every day of Kachaka's life, he would do a comic strip, and he would draw himself as this elf character with big ears and bucked teeth, and I enjoy it. And in case anyone's wondering, like, what? Not that anyone would challenge me, because that would be kind of aggressive. But what is it? Why the change in tone? Getting into more cartoon, lighthearted artwork, and I would say it's a really nice stress reliever. Some people smoke cigarettes or what have you. Other people enjoy a nice bubbly fizzy cocktail, gaming, fishing, whatever you might like to play, cards or something. These cartoon books have just been a real stress reliever for me. I got this one right here, and this one's just silly. This is a Kachaka. I guess he was trying to get 12 for these. I got both of these for around $6 shipped. Excuse me, I'm a little sniffly tonight. I beg your pardon. But this is funny because these are just mushrooms and like bacteria growing at the bottom of a forest. Just these characters that are decomposition, and a lot like existential topics come up. But the funny thing is, I guess this came out about 2012. All all of these little fungi are they're all kind of searching for meaning, but a lot of them are really preoccupied with technology. One of them is all about emails, but for him, his computer is just a puddle of water at the bottom of the forest, and when a leaf would fall into the puddle, he would call that an email. But it's just it's hard to really put my finger on and to nail what it is that's doing it for me with these. But I guess also it kind of remind me of the way I was a while ago, when I was in my early 20s. This was the stuff I was looking at, a lot of slave labor graphics, and I don't know, drawing again and watching like the old movies I liked. It's kind of like I got part of my culture back. Kind of took some of it back, like Lester Burnham in American Beauty. You know, he says it's never too late to get it back. And that's kind of what I've been doing. I love all the stuff I collect, and I haven't sold anything in bulk. But yeah, I'm just kind of taking some of it back. I turned 44 a couple of weeks ago, so it's kind of a good age for reflection. Today is 7/7. That's also double digit. Same-o. But so yeah, I'm just really enjoying a lot of those silly, whimsical kind of cartoony books. This one right here, I'll take these out. This is all stuff I plan on reading. I haven't really bought anything like with even the least mind of investment in a while. Probably the last thing was that first Gambit I got from Davis, and that was just because an opportunity presented itself, and I don't know. You never know when opportunity's looking you dead in the face, and then like right after that I haven't watched any of the X-Men '97 show, but I can imagine that has sort of maybe sparked some new interest in Gambit. So maybe that was the right time for me to get a good copy of that book. Oh. So anyway. Okay. It's been warm. I got some art supplies. I got this for the old school. I used to love working with India ink and having a little paint pellet with my ink puddled in there. I'd never dip the quill directly into the vial of ink. I always thought it was going to dry up, so I'd deposit some on a pellet and I'd work from there. But on the other hand, these ultra fine paint pens, they get a really, really nice, very clear, sharp line I like as well. And you can just get these at Target now, so that's kind of nice. These Micron pens. But other than what I have here, I think I have like a Radioactive Man book on the way. and something from Jonan Vasquez, who did Johnny the Homicidal Maniac and Squee, and I guess, excuse me, more recently Invader Zim. I got I think a book from him called Jellyfish. We sparred in the tank top. It's kind of a come as you are video. So I found a seller that had all 5 of these Bayou Billy books, and I jumped at it. He wanted $10 for all 5 of them, plus shipping or best offer, and I took it. The only thing that would even make someone think twice, because these are really nice copies, and I think this might be maybe the scarcest of the Archie adventures, maybe even more so than the Cowboys of Blue Mesa and the Street Sharks. But each one of these has a small, what the seller described as a postage stamp. Not a stamp you would lick on the back. This is actually like the wet ink that would be to endorse the stamp. So each one of these has that on the back. But I can't say it bothers me that much. That's issue 1. Under the cowl of MS and I, we both have a fondness for this book. Yeah, this Bayou Billy character, he's a lot like a Crocodile Dundee.
Why, LA is famous all around the world for its fine cuisine.
Welcome to Wendys. Can I take your order, please?
Let me handle this. Good evening, Wendy. There will be 4 of us dining in the car this evening. So we're gonna need 4 triple burgers with cheese and 4 biggie fries.
So that's 4 classic triples. Cheese,
wait a minute.
4 biggie fries?
Here comes Stan and Harry. They'll also be dining with us tonight. So we need 6 triple burgers with cheese and 6 biggie fries.
Okay. 6 classic triples with cheese and 6 biggie fries?
He had pretty much a wildly popular video game that I never played as a kid, and I only
The Adventures of Bayou Billy.
heard of on the Angry Video Game Nerd. That's that postage stamp on the back. Or it just says postage. Don't know what that's about. Issue 3. Silly, right? I mean, who would? Maybe a kid got a hold of his parents' ink pad and got a little stamp. Here's issue 4. It's the one that Under the Cowl of MS found for $1. And I was like stitches over that. I thought that was fantastic. And it's got a little beauty mark on the back. It's alright. Here's issue 5. This is kind of cool. It has the Kelly Jones cover. Only Kelly Jones I know of on an Archie book. It's a really nice one too. A really nice Kelly Jones cover. Man, I saw some good videos the last couple of days. I saw Captain Strangelife did one. I think while the 4th of July fireworks show was going on, and I guess they get pumped up in Chicago because it sounded like a war zone out there. I think his missus was standing on the balcony making sure that no rogue spent bottle rockets or cannon mortars come down on the roof because she, I don't know if she was out there with a hose, but fair play to her. You gotta protect what's yours. So I found this this seller, and it's happened to me a couple of times where well, previously I've been selling things to people and I've kind of gotten a rapport with them, and it's been really great. But this time around, someone was selling some books, and they had a lot of great indie stuff that I was interested in. But I got to talking with them about as much as you can on eBay, because it's all regulated and they want to make sure that you're not undermining them and exchanging contact information where you can buy around them without having for the buyer to pay tax and the seller to pay a percentage fee. But we weren't really trying to like undermine eBay. We were going through them. We were just saying like talking some indie comic stuff, and it turns out that his name's Rob. He has an online comic of his on I think he's on Facebook, and I looked at his comics. Pretty cool. And a lot of the books he was selling were personalized to a Rob. So yeah, it was just kind of cool. I think he subbed the channel, which is nice of him, and I subbed his Facebook comic. Well, this is one of the things I bought. This is by Scott Morris and Jim Mahfood. It's called Voodoo. This is in the old Mahfood style, more or less, because, well, it's a hybrid of Morris and Mahfood, so it's like a mixed like when Warhol collaborated with Basquiat. But it's a smaller than typical size comic, as a lot of indie books are. I like it. I'm working on kind of revamping a book that I worked on 20 years ago that I actually took to Comic-Con 04. I didn't have a booth or anything. I just kind of passed it around. It was cool. I mean, that was kind of the last year you could kind of even go to Comic-Con without having your tickets months in advance. So it was nice to have gone before it became a whole other thing. But anyway, I just saw the name Mahfood. I'm not a Scott Morris fan at all, but I like Mahfood, so I got that. Well, I also got this, I already have this one, but the price was right, only $5 for Pinky and Stinky, another Mahfood book. This one right here this is a real little one. The Perfect Planet and Other Stories. I can read these in an hour or so, but they're just like really chill, and they're all done with paintbrush. So there's just a certain kind of flow about them. I'll get that into a new bag. Looks clean though. Smells clean. Ooh, tape. Tape. Ooh. This one here is in a magazine bag, so that's really appreciated. tape, I could tell. Love me some jot tape. But tonight, I'm not feeling lucky, so I'm just going to fold it directly over onto the flap. I'm not feeling lucky. There we go. This is Fancy Frogland's Sexy Forest. So, I don't believe this is going to be in color. Oh, hey, I was kind of long out.
She comes in colors everywhere.
That's great.
She combs her hair.
Kind of reminds me of like Art Crumb did a couple of really nice books in color. And they're kind of like the stuff of Legend. His color palette's just really beautiful. Yeah, I'll read this. Spend 20, 30 minutes. Just gets me in a good frame of mind.
See the sky in front of you.
Anyhow,
Your face is like a sail.
the last thing, I was really happy to find I got a nice deal on it, and I knew I wanted some of this material, but there's a lot of it, and I wasn't sure. Actually, I could use those. My cutting back a board things. I could use these. So long time Simpsons fan. Pretty much got into the Simpsons right as they were coming out. I guess my parents watched the Tracy Ullman show, and I kind of got with this wild animation that was happening, and it was over so quick. I never knew what hit me. I mean, I'd be playing with toys, and they'd call me over, and they'd say the cartoon's coming on, and craziest stuff. And like 90 seconds later, it was a memory. But I knew something special was happening. And yeah, when the Simpsons came on, oh man, that was pretty much that. In the band Crisscross was about the biggest thing going on at my elementary school. And the year the Minnesota Twins won the World Series. But this is a book of the big book of Life in Hell, Matt Groening. I got a wonderful deal on this. This was released in 1990. I didn't know where to start. I didn't even realize Groening had been doing this strip since basically kind of the early to mid 70s he started doing this. But this is pure Matt Groening. Smells good. It smells like maybe not like smoke, just like it's been in a house. Maybe they're cooking. It doesn't smell like smoke or anything though. It smells like good, clean living. But yeah, Matt Groening, he came to Los Angeles and he got a job at Licorice Pizza. So finally, friend Kevin Wolf got these out to me, and excuse me, I do aim to do proper, not reviews, but I would like to do some spotlight videos on these. These are really nice bag and boards, Kevin. These feel like Mylar. Thank you so much. Thank you for telling me a little bit about what goes into creating your books. And what's really cool is one of these actually has kind of like some behind the scenes kind of stuff all about making these books. Again, this isn't the video spotlight of these. This is just kind of sharing what's coming in the mail. But I love how he produced these. I love the paper. I think it's great. I'm really truly inspired. And this one is Kevin Wolf. It's in Happy Wolf Art. Happy_Wolf_Art 1. And these are just really cool comics. This art style is like really nice, really influenced by a lot of the things I love, and just really looking forward to reading these and explaining it how I perceived it without sharing too much. But so this one is written all in comic form. Here's some behind the scenes information. Sketches before the finished art would be for the final phases would go into making what we see in the final book. But this is just one of Kevin's stories that he's done. So this is the comic, but there's also a short story that's written in prose, and I'm going to read this second after the comic form. But here we just have a chapter book, just to give a little bit more detail to what was going on in the comics. So I think that's really cool. I like that a lot. And this one's only just recently come out in color, and I saw on the Crimson Cowl Comic Club podcast that they reviewed this. I'm looking forward to checking this out. This is Vamp and Carmuffin, and there's a really cool story of how this came to be, which I'm sure I'll explain a little bit more clearly after I've read it, and I'll just spotlight a couple of cool pages. This looks really cool. And then we have just a lot of companion material behind production art, influences, and even the origin of what it was that sparked the idea for this book. So can't wait to read that. Again, that's Kevin's Instagram information. I know there's links to where you can order some of these books yourself, and I think it's great. I think it's a really, really cool process Kevin has in making books. I love the art, and I'm sure I'm going to really like the stories too. Anyhow, this was also included when Kevin was actually on the Crimson Cowl Comic Club himself. He, along with the group, they were reviewing some Wolverine material, Wolverine Deadpool current book. Oh man, I'm so white right now. But we kind of got to talking about Wolverine a little bit. More on that in a second. But he mentioned this book, and I told him I'd never read it, and he had recently gotten this copy and read it himself, and he offered to pass it along to me, and I graciously accepted. Old Man Wolverine. What's that? Old Man Logan. Mark Miller and Steve McNevin. So, really cool. And I'd actually, because Happy Wolf Art had, he'd won one of the categories in my contest, one of the levels. I'd send him out his some books I thought he'd like. I'm glad to hear that he's enjoying the Malibu stuff, because I love some old Malibu. But he sent me these stickers, but I'll follow up on the Wolverine mention in a second. So here's a To Fight a Hessian sticker right here. These are also available on the listed items that Kevin sells. There's the Vamp and Car Muffin. Happy Wolfheart. And here's a really nice version of a drawing I sent him. I got 3 of these Wolverine stickers. And it's just Wolverine on a beach on a sunny day, leaning up against a root beer machine. And he's got one vended till him. His claws are out. He's got a happy straw. And I really like what was done with my lines here. And it says, nothing like a cold root beer on a hot summer day. So that's terrific. I got 3 of these. So these are clear back stickers. So all this right here will be a clear, transparent adhesive, and this will be all that appears under the surface. But that's about it. Oh, the light's off me. That's about it for now. Thanks for watching. I just got a lot of reading to do. This is just a newspaper that came with those indie books. I wonder if Rob's comic that he does is spotlighted in here at all. Anyway, thanks for watching. Probably just do some real light editing on this. I just kind of want to get it out. Surprised I went 30 minutes actually. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and take care. Alright, bro, cheers. Corner seat over here. New item. Let's do a little taste test. I'm going to preemptively add a little lemon. I'm just in case. And a splash of soy in case it's still moving around. Alright. Oh, it's slimy. Pretty good. A little bit like a scallop. There's a lot more to it than I thought. It's almost like what I'd imagine abalone would taste like. But this little bit that's sticking out, it's pretty chewy. I couldn't quite eat that one whole. Oh yeah, and probably didn't have to eat the after casing. So I would say this is probably the nice part. Try it again without eating eating what it ate. It's slimy. That's good. Like that bit right there tastes like a scallop. It got real wild when I ate all the food sack. Oh, they're slimy though. I'm imagining that they cooked them right. I have no frame of reference. I bet it could be a lot chewier. Try a little one. A little less problematic one. This one's a little tricky to get a hold of. Yeah. Now that I know exactly what it is, I think I'm gonna put a little swatch on it. Yeah, that's good. That's good. If it had come down to those or frog legs, I guess I'd take those just because they already make the best chicken wings around. Anyway, yeah, all this is really good. This is a little livery. Let's see, just tastes like bottom of the sea. But anyway, that's it.
He went straight to the trunk of his car. And what he got his and they start running hard. He started and then he just charged.